Hello and welcome back to Key Creations. Today I will show you how I made my Mother's Day wreath. So the supplies you will need are 10 by 10 inch mesh, and I chose pink and yellow. You're also going to need a 14-inch wreath form. I got this from Dollar Tree. You'll also need some pipe cleaners cut in half. You'll need a rotary cutter, or you can use scissors to cut your mesh. You're also going to need some floral wire, and this is 22 gauge. You will need a hot glue gun. You're also going to need craft paint. I chose white, and we're going to paint this flower pot. And also, I have this styrofoam ball to put inside the flower pot, so that we're also going to use these flowers, so we can put the flowers into the flower pot and stick them in the styrofoam ball. You can also get like a styrofoam disc and cut it and put it down in there, but this is what I had on hand, so I use this. So for this wreath, we're going to use the ruffle method. So stay with me, you guys, and when I come back, we'll get started on this wreath. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about this wreath form. So like I said earlier, it's a 14-inch wreath form from Dollar Tree. So I put a total of 24 pipe cleaners on this wreath form. Okay, and so I left a section of it empty because I wanted to show you guys how I place the pipe cleaners on there. And so what I do is I'll go to this crossbar right here. Okay, let me back up a second. So when I count my bars, I count 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you'll hear me say bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, and bar 4. Okay, and so what I do is I start on this bar that goes across all 4 of these bars. I call it a crossbar. So what I did was I placed the pipe cleaner right here on bar 4 of the crossbar. And just tighten it up. And so then I come here on bar 2 and I place the pipe cleaner there on the crossbar on bar 2. Okay, and so the next thing I would do is come right here in the middle of these crossbars, and I'll put a pipe cleaner on bar 3 right here. So tighten it up like this. Okay, and then I'll come on bar 1 and I'll put a pipe cleaner there. And so as you can see, I repeated the same process around the whole wreath form. So we have a pipe cleaner on bar 4 on this crossbar, and we have one on bar 2. Then we go right here in the middle and we have a pipe cleaner on bar 3, and then we have a pipe cleaner on bar 1. And so we'll just repeat that process around the whole wreath form, and that will give you a total of 24 pipe cleaners on the whole wreath frame. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how I cut my mesh. And for this wreath, we're going to cut our pieces 20 inches long. And so this is 10-inch mesh, and we're going to cut our pieces 20 inches long. And so measure, get my rotary cutter, and just cut. Okay, I already have some cut too, so I'll just show you how to do the ruffle method. So you're gonna lay your mesh out like this, and then take your fingers here in the middle and just kind of scrunch up the middle like this. Okay, and you'll get a little looks like a bow tie. And so you'll come here and start anywhere you want to. I usually start on um, on the inside. You'll just place the mesh in the pipe cleaner and just tighten it up like so. You have this. Looks like that. Okay. And so I'll move on with my next piece. We'll take our mesh. We'll lay it out like this and scrunch it up. It's a little bow tie. And we'll go to our next pipe cleaner and we'll lay it down in there and tighten it up. And you can kind of straighten it out and fix it as you go. And so let's do another one. We'll lay our mesh out and then we'll scrunch it up like so. And you get your little bow tie like that. We'll come over here and we'll lay it down in the pipe cleaner and tighten it up. And so what you're going to do is you're going to do this around the whole wreath frame. So you'll have 24 yellow pieces in here. And so I also use pink. So what I'll do is go back and only put the pink on the end, on the fourth bar, on bar 4. Any pipe cleaner you see on bar 4, that's where I put the pink mesh. So when I come back, I'll show you the wreath with the base completed with all the mesh on it. Okay guys, so this is what the wreath looks like with all the mesh on it. So as I said earlier, there are 24 pipe cleaners on the whole wreath form. I placed a 20-inch yellow ruffle in each pipe cleaner. So there's 24 yellow ruffles on the whole wreath frame. I also cut the pink mesh 20 inches long. And so I put a pink ruffle in each pipe cleaner that was on bar 4. And so that would be a total of 6 ruffles. Okay, and so we're gonna move on. And I did a few things off camera. I painted the flower pot and I used white. I just used one coat of paint. I might go back in and put another coat on there. So as you can see, the styrofoam ball, I hot glued it to the bottom of the flower pot. But before I did that, I threaded my floral wire through the pot. There's a hole in the bottom of the flower pot, and I just threaded the floral wire through there like this. And this is gonna help us attach the flower pot to the wreath form. And so what you're gonna do is just take your flowers, cut it down a little bit, and just push them down in there and make your little bouquet. You can use whatever flowers you want, and it's just whatever you like. Just place them in there however you want them. And let's see, let's just use one more. Put a yellow in there. Let's put it somewhere right here. Okay. Okay. And so you could go back and adjust them however, however you want to. And so I'm going to show you how I attach this to the wreath form. So you're going to want to just kind of move the mesh out the way and just kind of center your flower pot. And you want to thread your wire back through your mesh. Take both ends and thread it down through. And then you want to take your pot and just adjust it as best you can. And so, and you'll want to tighten the wire around the bars in the back. And so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to tighten all of this up. And I'm going to use extra flowers to decorate. And I'll show you the completed wreath when I come back. Okay, so this is the wreath completed. As you can see, I added more flowers around and a little butterfly at the top. Also got a little hummingbird in there. I don't know if you can see it, but this is it. So thank you guys for watching my video. And if you would please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.